Alright, sugar plum gumdrop. What do you want to do today? We're both off. It's beautiful out. The weather's changing. It feels like spring. Maybe we can go to I don't know, an amusement park, or we could take a stroll through the zoo. Going to the zoo at our age will make us feel like we're kids again.
What's up with you, Brian? Why are you acting like this?
What do you mean, what's up? You said that I'm dreary and upsetting and I make you cry all the time. I spoke to my friend and he said, I could tell he was lying to me. He says I'm boring. Also, you know, I know how people perceive me as I'm just this gray cloud. Well, I am turning things around today.
Okay, I get what you're trying to do, and I appreciate that, because I want our relationship to have some semblance of sunshine in it and happiness, yes, but I don't want it to be over the top, like you're filming a vlog for YouTube or something, you know, like a fake influencer intro. I just want you to be yourself, just not super depressed all the time. That's really it.
I don't know what you want then, Tiffany. Because if I'm myself, if I think about my daughter, I'm upset, and I can't hide that. If I try to be happy, now you're saying it's weird. So what do you want from me?
Hold on though. Oh, what are you holding? What book is that?
What, this? This is The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. It actually says the F word, but I don't want to say it. Kind of like a self-help book, but not really. I think that I give an F way too much about things, or at least it rubs off on people like you. I don't want to lose you. That's the thing, Tiffany. I don't like making you cry. I don't think I ever made my ex-fiance cry. I don't think that I made my grandma cry, and I definitely don't think that I made Miranda cry. You are such a smart, perfect girl to me. And the fact that someone who tries to be the best person that he can be, brought tears to your eyes, I can't do that. So, yeah, trying to better myself. I'm sorry if me being happy doesn't come off as natural, but maybe I just need to get into the swing of things.
Okay, we are both at fault for things, and at times I get a little over the top too, and I get fearful. This is my first, like, in a long time, really big girl relationship, and I don't want to be trapped into something that's scary. Every day I worry that, like, my future is just going to be dreary, and I don't think that with you all the time. I have hope with you. That's why I'm still with you, because I see underneath the sadness there is something beautiful there. So please, some of it's on me too for not being understanding, and we go around this carousel over and over and over, but you don't entirely blame yourself.
I appreciate that, Tiffany, but I have this Ross Geller type problem where I dump my baggage onto my partner, and I'm overly emotional, and I ruin every relationship that way. At the end of the day, you're not the mother of my daughter, meaning those problems are not yours. My ex-baby mama, not your problem either. My family, not your problem. So, you have my word. When I go to work, moving forward, I will only be going to work. I am not looking for Charlotte anymore. I know I've said this before, but I am not doing it behind your back. I am not going to do a single thing behind your back, okay? I am going to continue to read self-help books. I am going to try to smile more. And I'm going to try to have a positive outlook, even though I don't have my daughter, okay? I'm gonna stop bringing her up as much too. Me and you, we should be exploring this world, we should be traveling, we should be watching movies together, we should be laughing, and everything in between.
Okay, I appreciate that you want to be transparent and you don't want to involve me with your baggage. You've said this before and it didn't work, but I, for whatever reason, believe you this time. The only issue with all of this is the fact that I still don't believe that you are Charlotte's dad, and I think that you are hiding that from me, with all due respect. That there was a paternity test and you're just lying to yourself, and that's what I'm concerned about.
You know what, Tiffany? Baby, sweetheart, angel lover. If you don't want to believe that Charlotte is my daughter, if you don't want to believe that, okay, that's fine. Don't believe it. I'm not going to take offense to it. That's okay. She is my daughter. There are no other paternity tests out there, none being taken, nothing like that. You are free to believe whatever you want. You can believe that the earth is flat. You can believe that Bigfoot roams the earth still. Hell, you can even believe in Dracula. Just because we're in a relationship does not mean we have to believe the same thing or be on the same page with everything. Okay? So, have your conspiracy theories. I love you for you. Now, if you don't have plans for today, and you don't want to go to the zoo or whatever, I'm going to finish my book. And then we will order Subway sandwich. And we will have a great dinner together. If that is what you want to have. If you want to order Tex-Mex or Chinese food, we can do that too. Whatever makes you happy.
Joey, would you say that you and me are doing good when I'm here? Like when we spend time together at your place?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. At first, I had you here because I wanted to make sure you were okay. I needed you, my own mental health. Didn't want to be alone type thing. But we're dating now. And I like you here. I like you. It's fun, yeah.
Okay, good. Do you think that I intrude on your space sometimes? Like, are there any moments where you wish that like I wasn't here, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, do you ever get sick of me being here?
No, I never wish that you weren't here. There are times where like you're using the bathroom and I have to use it and I'm like, damn. Or you have this habit of like wherever I need to go in the house, like throw something out, you're like right in front of me. But that's just you, and I've grown to accept that. So nah, I never like wish that you weren't. I'm never like, yo, I wish you was gone type thing. I would tell you.
When like I go to the store or you have to go to work and this and that, do you like miss me?
Yeah, I mean, we're together all the time, so I don't like, oh my god, I can't be away from you. I think it's nice to have breaks. But yeah, throughout the day when I'm at the tattoo shop, I miss you. I wouldn't text you if I didn't miss you. I wouldn't give you a call on break if I didn't miss you.
Well, I don't know. I'm gauging how much you like spending time with me and how much like our relationship has, I don't know, hit that next level. Because even in the past, like, we didn't really live together. We had such a chaotic lifestyle. We were kind of like using at the same time too, but we don't have to talk about that. It's just like we never really got, like
live together. We haven't really haven't mentioned that term since this whole thing started between me and you again. So are you like, are the 20 questions alluding to us potentially living together type thing?
Yeah, I am alluding to that. I kind of want to live with you. I kind of want to see how that goes. Like I pretty much am living here. It's just like not official, and I'm still paying rent to an apartment where I have a memory of a dead plant and a dead bird, and am just paying money and not staying there. You know, it's not really feasible, and we're getting along.
Alright, well, I don't want this to be one of those discussions that come up every other 3 days and we're kind of harping on something, you know, like we're all on an internet show at the end of the day, right? It's part of our lives, and I want to continue that. I want us to prosper. And I think that a lot of the times you and I get into discussions where we were, you know, we don't finalize things and then we have to go over it again. So I don't want to do that with this. I don't want to revisit this at another time at something. I don't want you to move in right now. That's where I stand with that. And I think we could move on to better pastures, or whatever the term is.
Okay. Can I just ask why? Because I did just run down a list of things, you know, that prove that we work.
See, I was being sincere with answering your questions. You was sitting here like Barbara Walters asking me these random questions, and I tried not to pounce on you for that. But now I see you asked me those questions to trick me into basically saying like I'm okay with you moving in, but that's, I can be comfortable with you being here. I can be comfortable with you staying over, but there's a big difference between staying over and being on the lease and being financially responsible with me about something. You know what I'm saying? That's a big move. So don't trick me into things like that.
No, it wasn't a trick. I wanted to show you before I asked you. You get it? Like, I wanted you to see how, okay, it's all working. Maybe I should move in.
Melissa, you always talk about growth, right? And how me and you have changed. And I know you have changed. But I don't want you to revert back to a version of yourself where you need people, or you need like a relationship to thrive. I don't think you need to move in with me. You know, we're two separate people right now. Yes, we're in a relationship, but like, don't be one of the women out there that like rely on a man, you know, like, oh, I need him in my house at all times. Like, you're better than that. You're independent. You're fierce. You're growing every day, you know.
My goodness, it's like you use these psychological maneuvers. You frame me as some needy chick who's like relying on you. No, I just want to live here with you. It's not an independence thing. It's not like I'm a loser or whatever. Not loser. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't want you to be codependent. Because at times, like, there's a difference between you and Miranda. Miranda's a go-getter. Miranda, like, really valued her work and stuff. And I know you admit to just wanting a family and wanting that life, and that's fine. But, like, you're with me, and I don't just want that. I want to work and focus on my career and not put having kids first in my head. And I know that may be hard for you, but, you know, what about work? You know, like, you can move in with me. How are you pulling your weight? I have been looking for a job. I had a job. Don't make me out to be like someone that doesn't work. I worked. Remember, I worked at your job, and you were the one that quit when I worked there?
But it has been a while, and ever since then, all you've kind of been doing is, like, odd jobs for the Montgomerys, you know, and taking care of your dog. I don't know where your money income is coming from. None of my business. But I just, you know, you talk about moving in. Think of me as a landlord. Yo, I need to see some proof that you're not gonna like live off me. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but I think I have a right to be concerned about something like that. You're asking to move into my place.
Okay, so don't make it out to be like I don't work and I'm not gonna pull my weight. If I moved in with you, yeah, I would pay rent too. We would split rent.
Well, yeah, if you could pull your weight and work and stuff, then that'd be different. But I'm still just not ready for that.
Okay, but you didn't answer me, like, what is preventing you from wanting me to live here? And see, now you're making me sound needy. You're making me sound like one of these women that are, like, relying on a man. I'm not. I want to know what's holding you back. Like, I sleep here. We eat meals together. We shower together sometimes. Like, what more do you want? Do you want me to wipe your butt?
Alright. Can you just relax?
we started off this discussion really well, and now we have hit a climax here, and it's becoming one of those long ads. What was that long other discussion we had that was like 17 minutes long, dragging on? I told you, I gave you my answer. I told you what I wanted. I told you what I was uncomfortable with. It should just be left at that. Just relax. I won't relax because it's annoying. You know, we have been cuddling with one another since everything happened, since your sister's wedding. We've been inseparable. And you make me out to, like, I have to tiptoe asking you. And, like, then it's such a crazy question. Don't make me out to be so insecure for asking to move in. I don't get it. What is it?
Melissa, we're good right now. You know, like me and you have a really good thing. In the past, me and you were always at odds about something. We were always fighting. And you know what? When we fought, it wasn't even about my mom. It was about Miranda, right? So Miranda's not here. You get along with my mom. You and I are good. My job's good. There's nothing ruining that. I feel like maybe if you moved in, something might get ruined.
What do you mean? How could it? Like I said, I already live here. So how could moving in ruin that? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but you kind of live here. But there are points where you go home sometimes. Or I go to work or whatever. Like, you're not here 24/7. And I just get a little concerned because it happened with me and Miranda in a way. Like, after our marriage and stuff. You know, what if, like, you move in and we kind of get sick of one another? You know, we see each other too much.
Okay, that's ridiculous. If people were afraid of, like, getting sick of one another, marriages wouldn't exist.
Wow. I tell you how I feel, and then you just say it's ridiculous. I hate that. I hate that so much. When you pull and you ask me what I feel, why I don't want to do something, and then you tell me that's stupid. I hate that. That's why I don't say things.
No, I'm just saying it's a very irrational, like, no one goes into anything like that. Anything at all. It's like, oh, I'm not going to eat sushi this week because I don't want to get sick of it. Or, oh, I'm not going to watch that show this week because I don't want to get too tired of it. Like, no. Who does that? It's just, if you love someone, you don't get tired of them. Why do I have to explain that to you?
Well, also, the other reason is I have my son looking down on me. And now, you know, there's just these superstitions, right? Now I have Melissa, the woman who hit him moving in. It was the same thing when I got back with you. It just felt like a slap to his face, you know? And it just looks like I'm moving on from him. I feel like he's always watching me. And if I agree to let you move in, it's kind of like, oh, look, Daddy's happy without me.
Alright, look, I'm not trying to be a bitch, but, are you just saying that because, like, you know I can't argue with that? Like, how am I gonna sit here and tell you that, oh, me moving in, that's gonna hurt your son? Like,
I know it may sound that way, but no, I mean that. I am very superstitious about Junior watching me. Okay, I don't mean to be sappy, but, you know, if I see a freaking Cookie Monster video on my phone, I'd skip it immediately. Because I don't want him to see me looking at Cookie Monster without him or something, you know? It's just superstition. I limit my happiness because I don't want him to think I'm too happy without him. And that it's very hard to have that mindset, and not drink. You know? I could get rid of all of that superstition with Junior, all of it. If I drank, if I clouded my mind with stuff. But when someone dies and you live, it's very difficult to be happy and not feel guilty about the happiness. I hate going there, and you bring me here.
well, then I can't sit here and tell you you're wrong. And I can't sit here and ask to move in if you feel like you're disrespecting your late son.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
95% of the time, you and I can talk about BS, and it's jovial, funny crap. But you have to understand, every now and then, bro, there's that darkness in me. You do a really good job at masking that. Okay, Melissa? You do. When me and you were watching a movie together, freaking, what did we watch the other night? The Notebook. Sad ass movie. And seeing you cry for the 50th time over that movie, even though you've seen all the beats. You know, I'm looking at you and I think you're cute, and I enjoy the fact that I have this other human being with emotions next to me, and I'm thinking about, like, wow, I want to be with her forever type thing. I know it's ironic with the conversation we're having about you not moving in, but you take my mind off of the darkness, but it's still there. I still have these compulsions, you know. I can't look at Cookie Monster on my phone, but if I see Cookie Monster out in public, you know, like on a diaper box, I stand in the aisle for like 3 minutes looking at Cookie because I feel like he's with me, and like, I don't know, I feel like he's shopping with me. I don't feel like he's here, but I feel like he's there. I don't tell you those things. I just need time, okay? Yo, we're moving fast. We're moving real fast. And I just need time before you can move in. I don't want commitments. Because also, what if, like, I get so attached to you that you die, you know? It's stupid crap. Okay, so when you say you need time, what does that mean exactly? Do you know when, like, you won't need time? Because I don't want to keep paying for an apartment that I'm not using, but I also don't want to be in that apartment. I want to be here. So, like, okay, to make my apartment worth it, I would have to stay there, 3 days out of the week to just feel like I'm paying rent for a reason. But then that's 3 days out of the week where I'm not sleeping here, and I want to sleep here. I don't feel like this will be forever. I think eventually I won't stand in the aisle and stare at Cookie Monster, and eventually I won't feel guilty about being happy. I don't know when that's gonna be. I just need time. Time heals all wounds, right? That's why I wear a watch. Hoping one day, instead of 4 p.m., it says you're healed up. Alright, fine. It is what it is. I'm not gonna push when it comes to your son and what you're feeling in that respect, but just know I want to move in, and don't make me feel needy about it, or like I'm some 1920s outdated woman that wants to live with a man. Like, don't frame it like that. I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I get kind of, you're the old version of you that was like obsessed with me and had no other identity to yourself other than like, I love Joey. I like that in my toxic form, but I don't want that for me now. So every time that you say something that's similar to that version of you, it doesn't attract me. But also, in terms of moving in, there's another problem that I don't want you moving in, kinda. And what's the other problem? I literally don't have any other like, I don't have a credit card fraud thing anymore. I don't have addictions. I'm less psycho. I don't hate your ex-wife as much as I used to. What? I help you. I make your life good. What more? Like, what's the problem? Harry, your dog. I don't want to live with a dog. I'm sorry. I want my son. I don't want a little dog. And his behavior reminds me of a toddler sometimes, and I don't need to be reminded of a toddler. So I don't want your dog moving in with me. And I know the dog comes with you. You don't like him? You don't like Harry? You don't want him living here? No. I don't. Sorry. he doesn't, like, he barely barks. He's a good boy. He doesn't eat things. He just wants, like, a walk twice a day. He's a good dog. I don't understand why you would hate him. He makes me happy. He's made me a better girl. Can't compromise on it. He is a good dog compared to other dogs. I just don't want a pet. It's good for you. It's shown me that you can take care of something. But I don't want the responsibility. And if you move in, it's our dog. I don't want to walk him. I don't want to clean up after him. I don't want to spend, even if you're spending the money on him, still, I don't want dog food in my house. I don't want dog bowls in my house. I don't want a leash. I don't want dog toys. None of it. When Gina, Miranda's sister, had her dog, I hated him too. Alright, well, if you can't compromise on the love of my life, then I guess I'm not moving in, because where I go, Harry goes. I can't believe this turned into such a big, complicated thing. That's me. Some of the reasons why I don't want you moving in are honorable, but some of the other ones are just me. Alright, well, you have changed a lot, Joey. You have changed for the better. You're not an addict. You're a good person. You're lovely to be around, and I think that you're a great dad. But I think you still have some flaws, and one of the flaws is being selfish and opening your life to other people. One thing that you were bad with Miranda was control and space issues and wanting everything your way, this and that, and you're doing the same thing with me. When you let someone move into your life, they come with things. They come with disorder. They come with chaos. They come with things you can't control. Okay? They come with dirt. That's what living with someone is. I think you should know that by now. And my dog is, like, cleaner than me. Dogs' mouths are cleaner than human mouths. You need to relax.